What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy and I'm going to be doing my review for the 1999 movie, Election. So in this movie, Tracy Flick is running unopposed for this year's high school election, but Jim McAllister has a different plan, partly to establish a more democratic election, and partly to satisfy some deep personal anger towards Tracy. Jim talks football player Paul Metzler to run for president as well. So this is a pretty good movie. I think the story is pretty good and everything. It's engaging pretty much from start to finish and everything. And Matthew Broderick is really good in this movie as Mr. McAllister. He's kind of like the teacher in Ferris Bueller that was after him. He's kind of like that teacher where he's going after her in this movie. So the roles have kind of reversed for him. But he's really good in here. And Reese Witherspoon is really great too. She really steals the show and everything, and she's really good. And the guy from American Pie that's in this, I can't ever remember his name, but he's really good in here too. He plays Paul Metzler, and he does a really good job and everything, and he fits the role really well too. And all three of them were just really good in this movie and everything. And I think the humor is really good in here too. There's a lot of really funny moments and good laugh out loud moments and stuff, and the ending is pretty well done. It takes a big turn and everything. It doesn't go fully the way you would expect it to go, but it works out really well, and I think that the ending is done pretty good. And the soundtrack to this movie is really good too. It's got some pretty good songs and stuff, and it's just good feel for a late 90s movie and stuff, so it works really good and everything. And I'll say that Alexander Payne does a really good job with the directing and the writing and stuff too, and everything. The story is really well written and everything, and really well directed. Alexander Payne is a really good director. He's done some of my other favorite movies like Sideways and Downsizing and Nebraska and a bunch of other really good movies, The Descendants and stuff like that. So he's a really good director, and he did a really good job with this movie. And this was one of the first movies of his that I had ever seen, and I thought it was really good. Everything. I will say, as far as negatives go, it is a little slow paced, and everything could be a little bit more upbeat at times. And there's times where the pacing is really good, and there's times where it's not so great. So I'll say the pacing is a little bit all over the place, but it's not too bad. Not enough to really ruin the movie either, though, and everything. So all in all, I really like Election. I think it's a really good movie. I don't think it's a perfect movie by any means. Like I said, the pacing is a little bit off, but it's got a good story, and it is a rewatchable movie. Like, I've seen this movie multiple times, and every time I rewatch it, I just really enjoy it quite a bit. So Election is a solid movie for me. I'd go as far as to say I'd give it an 8 out of 10. It's a really solid time and really enjoyable enough movie for me and everything. So yeah, so anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of the movie Election. I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.